Hey, it's a SUMMERWEEN vlog. I'm not going to do multiple vlogs because this is just a 1 week readathon and my son's on summer break and I don't have the energy to vlog like every 2 or 3 days, like as separate vlogs. We're just gonna include it all in one. It's July 3rd. It's the first day of the readathon. I have wasted pretty much all of today filming videos for my channel though, but my husband had today off and I really wanted to take advantage of him being home so I could get some pre-filming done, which is actually a good thing. I plan to do this because I think he's gonna get sent on a work trip at the end of the month that he wasn't supposed to go on. And by the end of the month, I mean like 2 weeks from now. So my TBR, I have posted this before, but my TBR is What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, Mavefly by CJ Lead, and Ushers by Joe Hill. Ushers I will read at night. It's only 27 pages. So I will probably do that like maybe tonight or tomorrow night in the dark, because I'm going to do the like read it in the dark challenge for that. So now I just have to decide if I want to start What Moves the Dead first or Mavefly first. And honestly, I can't decide. So I'm gonna call my son in here and I'm gonna have him just pick one based on the cover. So let's see how that goes. He's coming down the hallway.
Yes.
Hey, you want to help me? Okay, turn that off for a sec. So I can't decide which book to read for this week. So I want to show you the covers. Should I pick this one? It's called What Moves the Dead. Okay. Or should I pick this one? It's called Mavefly. You like this one better? Why?
Because look at the picture.
What about the picture?
It's got an eyeball on it.
It's got an eyeball. You want me to read the eyeball one first? Okay, thank you. Wait, you left your switch there. Okay, you heard the man. I'm going to be reading Mavefly first. He said he liked the eyeball. So, clearly raising my kid correctly to like weird fantasy horror things, just like I do. So I will be reading Mavefly first, which is honestly probably good that I start with Mavefly because I believe it's longer. I think it's the longest book on my TBR for the week, so that'll be nice to sort of get that out of the way first, because then if I'm cramming near the end, it'll be quicker to finish What Moves the Dead. And apparently he wants to play Bookopia with me. He doesn't have a Switch 2, but he wants me to game share so he can come in my game and swim around as a Lapras. So I guess we're going to do that now, and I'll update you later. Hello, as you can see by the previous clip, we're getting a really great summer thunderstorm right now. I came to give you an update on Mavefly. I am on chapter 19, so I am 39% into the book. It's really coming down. I'm like right by the window because I want to watch the lightning, but I'm 39% of the way into Mavefly, and I'm liking it so far. I did pick up the audio on Spotify. And I listened to quite a bit of it this morning on the couch while I was playing like a little matching game on my phone. Just having a chill morning, and and now clearly the sky is angry. I am enjoying it so far. I'm not gonna lie. At first, the like theme park atmosphere was kind of like annoying me a little bit, but as the story goes on, like it's becoming less of the focus, and we're starting to learn more about the side characters and how unhinged the main character is. So I am liking it. It's definitely, I hate to say this because I feel like a lot of people love this book, but I do feel like the book itself is just like trying a little too hard to be like cool and edgy. And like it is kind of edgy, but like I don't know, the main character is just, I mean, she's unhinged and I like that aspect of her, but there's just some other stuff about her where I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? Like there was some girl hate kind of in there, which I didn't love. She said this other girl was dressed like a whore because she had tight clothes on, and I'm just like, really? Did we need to say that? So that was kind of annoying, but like I don't know. It like is girl hate, but it also isn't girl hate. I guess she's just really blunt about her thoughts and stuff because afterwards she was like talking to that girl and she was friendly with her. So like I don't know. I don't know. I'm liking it, but I don't think it's gonna be one that I'm like, oh my god, 5-star favorite. But I mean, who knows? I'm 39% in. The last 60% could honestly just blow my socks off. Like who knows? I did also shave my legs just now in the shower, and I cut my toes, so I'm like suffering. Last night I played Phasmophobia, which I realize now I probably should have gotten B-roll of because the game is scary, and so it very much fits the Summerween vibes. And tonight I think I'm gonna play Dead by Daylight with some of my gal friends. So that will be fun. Maybe I can get B-roll of that if I remember. Hopefully the weather cooperates because it is very, like my backyard is really flooded. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to tell my husband not to let the dog out. There's like literally a lake over there now. Okay. Yeah, like I'm enjoying it, that's for sure. And I'm not gonna probably read tonight once the sun goes down because I do want to play Dead by Daylight with my friends. But probably tomorrow night because it'll be Sunday and I don't think that they'll be wanting to stay up like too late. I will probably read Usher's tomorrow because that one is super short and I want to get it over with. And then I'm glad I started with this one because it is the longest one. And I found the audiobook on Spotify, like I said. So I'm trying to just really get through this one and Usher's. Ideally, I would love to have done by like Monday, like lunchtime Monday. So then the last bit of the readathon, I can try to just speed through What Moves the Dead. But I'm liking it. I think after this clip, I'm going to listen to another chapter real quick or two if they're short before I go hang out with my husband and my kiddo again shortly before dinner. I think the thunder is moving farther away as I get towards the end of this clip, so that's good. So hopefully this storm will pass and then my backyard can just be a river, apparently. So I'm going to go read a little bit more. I will update you again later and let you know how I'm liking it.
Perfect.
It's Jason. It's Jason. He's coming near you, I think. I see exactly where he is. He's really far from me, but he's gonna see me if I keep on this generator. He can throw stuff. We need to rescue them. I'm gonna fuck up my check and see if he'll come chase me, and then you can go over there. I think he's over there. Damn. They're chasing him right towards me. No. I'm trying to stick this because I'm so close to having it done. I got one done.
Perfect.
Yep. Great. He's getting closer to me. I can feel it. I think the girl needs to be healed. Oh, okay. Why is the music so loud? He hit me. Okay. Oh, he got me. Hello, it's Monday. Last night I stayed up way too late with my husband and our two friends playing Dead by Daylight. My eyes are so tired. But we're pushing through today. Yesterday, I finished Mayfly, and by finished, I mean I got to 86% and I called it. I DNF'd it. I'm so sorry. I just think that it was like a manic pixie dream girl, like trying to way too hard to be edgy and cool book, and I really didn't like it at all. The whole like being Elsa thing really just started to grate on me. Like it kind of took place outside of the amusement park for a big chunk in the middle, but then we wrapped back around and we were at the amusement park again, and she lost her job and she kind of like had this villain monologue, and it was really weird, and she was like, sometimes we can't get what we want, you just gotta let it go, let it go. And like, it was just really corny. And I didn't want to suffer through it anymore. And I think the beginning was more interesting because it kind of set up this plot where she's like catfishing like Republican women into like saying racist and sexist things, and then like being kind of like uh sexually explicit with her. And then she's kind of like destroying their reputation in like a like social vigilante kind of way. And that would have been cool if that was kind of like the whole plot of the book. I forgot what I was saying because my husband just got home, so I stopped to talk to him. But anyways, I'm moving on from Maeve Fly because I didn't like it, which kind of sucks because like the beginning definitely had potential. Like I could see that it was weird and like she was unhinged, but unfortunately the trajectory just made zero sense and the plot really lost me. And the fact of the matter is there really wasn't a plot. The whole plot was just that she's so cool and so unhinged and so crazy and so horny and so not like other girls. Like it really was just a downward spiral, and I wasn't fond of that. So I'm gonna start What Moves the Dead next by T. Kingfisher. This is much shorter. I still have not read Usher's because last night I was editing a video to go up tomorrow, like right when my husband did bedtime. So by the time he was done with that, we hopped on to play Dead by Daylight. But tonight I don't have to edit anything like in the evening or whatever. So I will be able to read Usher's. I'm going to sit here in the dark with just probably some fairy lights on my bookshelf and read Usher's. Oh. But pardon me, we were up till like 1:30 in the morning, and for me that's very late. So I'm like struggling today, but I'm gonna push through, and I want to start What Moves the Dead. Although, how long is this book actually? My Kobo says it should only take me 3 hours to read. That's shorter than I thought it was going to be. So if I could finish my like Summerween TBR, that would be great. And the last day is what? I don't have my phone on me. Oh, yes I do. No. And the last day is the 9th. So that's Thursday. So I think I could do it. I think I could definitely power through a 3-hour book in the next 3 days. Although I say that, and my son is on summer break, and my husband also just came home early today. So it'll probably be hard to get like a big chunk done this afternoon. However, tomorrow in the morning, I should have a lot more time like to myself to read because my son will probably want to play Minecraft with his friends because it's been way too hot for him to be outside. It's just humid. Like within 10 minutes of being outside, everyone's just soaking wet and pink as a lobster. Like it's awful. So I'm sure he'll do that again tomorrow. But I'm excited for this one. I don't know much about it. I think I said in my TBR video that I didn't really want to know too much because it's so short. And the only thing I know is that it's like inspired by the fall of the House of Usher, which I don't know what that is either. I never read that. So I'm in for a surprise either way. Hopefully I can at least get that started. And then tonight I think I'm playing Phasmophobia with my husband. And the parents of the kids that my son plays Minecraft with actually are friends. So I will be playing another Summerween spooky game tonight. Having a good time. I'm loving the summer horror mood that I've been in because I've been playing Phasmo for like probably the last like 2 weeks on and off with my friends, even before Summerween. And then obviously like I filmed that horror reading vlog, I think at this point like 3 weeks ago. So like I've already been in the horror mood. So Summerween is just like peak summer slasher vibes for me right now. Like I'm really just having a good time, especially Dead by Daylight last night. That was so funny because it's like a mixture of scary but also hilarious. So that was great. So I'm gonna get going and go hang out with my son and my husband for a little bit, and maybe I'll try to start this right now. How long is the first chapter? Do we think I can squeeze it in while everyone's annoying me on the couch? Do we think I can squeeze? Yeah, the first chapter says it's 10 minutes long, so I should be able to squeeze that in. I do want to at least get like 1 or 2 chapters done before dinner tonight because, like I said, after dinner, I'm going to try to read the Ushers like once sun sets, and read Ushers while my husband does bedtime with our kiddo. So then after that, I'll be playing Phasmo. So I won't have time really to read too much of What Moves the Dead today. Oh, and Gavin has reading sprints tomorrow for his YouTube members because I just remembered tomorrow's Tuesday. So that will help as well. But I will update you later. Okay, I'm here to check in. Today is Tuesday the 7th. Um, Last night I read Ushers by Joe Hill and it was actually really good. Like there was something about the writing, like it felt very mysterious like right away, and I was already kind of intrigued in what was happening. It's very short, so I won't tell you much, but it's about this kid, Martin, and he's being questioned by 2 police officers and his supposed involvement in a train crash. Um, but yeah, wow. Okay, it was really good. I actually wish it was longer because it was only, again, like a very, very short story. But I kind of wish that it was like a full length novella because it was only 25 pages. I really could have read like a solid 200 pages um, of that story. It was very well written, mysterious, but gave enough detail that you could picture this very short scenario that you're going through. Um, and I have never read anything by Joe Hill before. That's the first time I've read from him. And the only Stephen King I've read is The Long Walk, which I read in college. So I can't really compare him to his dad. Not, and I'm sure that he doesn't want to be compared to his father, but I will say, for such a short story, it was very gripping. And I started reading it at about 11:45 p.m. in bed last night. My husband was going to sleep behind me, so I just had my Kobo on, like in the dark, no lights. And I was like, okay, I'll just read a couple pages and then I'll have to finish it the next day. And so I started it a bit later than I had planned on, but I was like, okay, I'll read a couple pages and then I'll finish it again tomorrow night. But I was reading it and I was like, I actually just can't put this down. I'm just gonna finish it now. So I was up until about 12:45. It took me an hour just because I was tired and my eyes were very tired. And I kept having to stop, and like my dog was in bed with us and he was just being really annoying. So it was taking me a bit to get through it. But it was just like super interesting. And I'm glad I read it when I did because like it was dark in the house. I always sleep with rain sounds on, so it was quiet except my rain sounds, and like it just really was like such a little like spooky atmosphere. Like it was really nice. My dog is barking at something, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna read more What Moves the Dead. Anyways, hopefully you can't hear my dog too well, but I'm gonna go read more What Moves the Dead, which I started yesterday. I read the first 2 chapters and I like the setup so far and I'm enjoying the writing. So hopefully I can get through the rest of that quickly. I'm already on 16% of the way through though, because again, it's a novella, so it's very short. So I'm gonna go see what my dog's barking at and read some more of my book. It's raining again. It has rained and thundered so much this week. Absolutely perfect, immaculate SUMMERWEEN vibes, if I do say so myself. It's the final day of SUMMERWEEN. I have 50% of What Moves the Dead left, and according to my Kobo, that means I have 2 hours left in this book, right? I need to finish this today. It is already like 11:45 in the morning. However, I did need to spend the morning editing a video because I have been slacking literally all this week, to be perfectly honest with you. I've been a slacker in my reading and in editing, and yesterday I spent the day doing a lot of chores that had needed to be done. We did like 3 or 4 loads of laundry. We swept and vacuumed and mopped all of the floors and just like tidied some stuff overall. And my husband didn't work in the morning yesterday, so he was here until like 3. And then Waffle also got a bath yesterday. And so then I was in charge of like dinner, bedtime, etc., etc. So in the evening, I was also slacking quite a bit. However, I only have 2 hours left of What Moves the Dead, but it is so quick to get through. I'm really enjoying it. Last night I read the last 10 minutes of a chapter before I went to bed. And the thing that had happened in that chapter like creeped me out a little bit. I put my like Kobo down and put it on my little like nightstand, and I like rolled over. My husband was like, "You done now?" Because he was on his phone, and he was like, "I'll go to bed in 10 minutes when you're done." And then so I was like, "Yeah, but now I'm gonna have nightmares." And I told him like what happened, and he was like, "Ugh, that does sound creepy." So that was great. It's very sunny today and very hot and very humid. So we're heavy on the summer, light on the ween. But fortunately, I do think it's gonna rain again today, but I don't think that'll happen till later this afternoon. If it can like thunder and rain like after dinner for some reading, like nighttime reading ambiance, that would be amazing. And I'm gonna read more. I don't think it'll take me the full 2 hours. Um, but even if it does, that's okay because I'm gonna hunker down after lunch. But I was very productive this morning in the fact that like I got my editing done first thing right away after breakfast and whatnot. So that I think like I can do it, and I'm liking what I'm reading. So I'm excited to keep going. I feel like this vlog has been so boring, and I'm so sorry. Like my son is on summer break, so like I'm not really vlogging. Like I've been coming in here to film my update clips. So I feel like this vlog is kind of boring, and I'm sorry about that. Oh, I've had coffee. I've had food, coffee, and water. Like, what else do you need? What's wrong with me? Maybe I'll try to get some B-roll of Waffle chasing a frisbee or something later, because I feel like the only B-roll I have is like the rain, which is great. I love rain, but yeah, there hasn't been much else going on. This is gonna be probably one of my shortest vlogs ever, which is saying a lot because I am a professional yapper. But yeah, I'll update you later. Okay, I have 37 minutes left in my book, which you can't see. 37 minutes. You're just gonna have to believe me. I don't know if you saw that. But it is 11:09 p.m. So I am going to sit down. I'm gonna read till it's over. It's getting really good now. The pace is really fast. I've actually been really enjoying What Moves the Dead like the whole time. But I did play quite a few video games this week, but they were fitting with the theme. Okay, it was Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia, so it was on brand for SUMMERWEEN at least. And today I wanted to get more reading done like in the daytime, but I ended up having to edit that video, and it took me longer than I thought it was going to. And then I just had like, I don't know, just feeling weird in the afternoon. My throat's been a little scratchy this week, and I've been sneezing sometimes here and there. So fingers crossed I'm not getting a cold. Also, if you're in the US, have you heard about this, like, I don't know what to call it, but the diarrhea disease that's going around or whatever it is because of the fecal matter infestation in like the produce. So I need groceries, and like I'm scared to get fruits or vegetables now because I don't want to shit myself 10 to 20 times in an hour. That's like the scariest thing that Summerween could have ever given me. But I'm really liking what moves the dead. It has been like somewhat predictable, but in a way that like it's not detracting from my like enjoyment. Like I'm still enjoying the vibes and the setting. The writing is good. Like it's short, it's not that long, but like from what I'm getting of the main character, I really like. And then there's a side character called Eugenia Porter or Potter, one of those, Porter. I really like her. She's fun, but yeah, the actual like plot is good too, so I'm liking that. So I have 37 minutes left to go, so I'm gonna buckle down and read. I have on this like Summerween like camp, it says Camp Crystal Lake, and then it says Friday the 13th book club, and then there's like books on the ground and some jack-o'-lanterns. It's so cute. If you can hear the cricket noises, that's from the from my like ambiance room. And I'm gonna read, and I'm just gonna vibe on the couch until I'm finished, and then I will probably just go right to bed and give like a proper update, and then I will go right to bed after because it's already getting late. So I will give you a proper wrap up update, so I will give a proper wrap up in the morning, and we can finish out this vlog, which is exciting. Okay, it is the next day, and I'm here to give a quick wrap up so I can end the vlog. And I need to let everyone know that I did finish What Moves the Dead last night. I finished with plenty of time to spare. I finished at like 11:23. Like it was quite early. It was right at the very end of the night. Trying to finish it before midnight, but I finished on time. And for this readathon, I read Mave Fly by CJ Lead, Ushers by Joe Hill, and What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. For Mave Fly, I got about 87% of the way in, and I called it. I decided to DNF it, but I am counting that prompt as complete. And I will count this towards my reading goal because I read most of it, and it's my life and I do what I want. So this one was a little disappointing. I really just felt like it was a manic pixie dream girl like trope, but like not even in like a good way. Like it was just kind of shit, and then the Frozen like references were just way too corny for me. I really could not have given a flying fuck about the theme park drama. Like I thought it would be fine because I thought like, oh, that's just going to be like, her job, and then we'll follow her after hours and stuff, cuz that's kind of how the book made it seem like we were going to get. But we were in the theme park way more than I cared to be, so I didn't really like that too much. So then after that, I picked up Ushers by Joe Hill, which was very short, and I read this between like 11:40 p.m. and I think 12:45 a.m. One night, and I really, really liked it. Actually, it was very short, but from the very first page, like you're wondering what's happening. Why is this kid being interviewed by the police? And you just kind of watch this small scenario unfolding, but like there felt like a lot of like stakes behind it, and I was invested in finding out the answer. And then the end kind of was like a little cheeky like little moment, and I think because it was so short, like there wasn't much more it could have done to like be better. I do wish it was longer. I would have actually read like 100 pages or 150 page like novella of this, but it was quite short, only like 25, 27 pages, I think. And I really liked it. So I guess that's good. And then after those two, I read What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, and I really loved this. It's a retelling of the fall of the House of Usher. There was a couple of Easter eggs in there about Beatrix Potter that I like noticed and caught on to, which was really nice because I don't always catch Easter eggs in the books that I'm reading. So it was nice to actually understand what was going on. And I did predict like some of these things that were happening. I was kind of like, oh, I bet it's this, or oh, I bet it's this. But it wasn't in a way that like made me not enjoy the story. It just made me feel smarter because I was like, ooh, I know some basic things about mushrooms. So that helped me like predict a little bit what the plot was going to do. But even though I kind of knew what the plot was going to do, the way that it was executed was still like so enjoyable. I really liked the characters. The tension was high. Just because of the atmosphere and like the way everything's being described visually, like it was very eerie and concerning and like definitely odd. And I really liked it. I also think I have the second one on ebook, and I know that there's a third one now, and I believe that's it. I think it's just a trilogy. But having liked the first one and also being able to get through it in only a couple days uh, has made me more like ready to pick up the next one. So hopefully I can get that one off my TBR soon as well. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and leave a mushroom emoji down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!